Yeah.
Well, today, 267, new career high. So many questions as to was there something wrong with you, this and that. What do you think today does in terms of answering that question and going forward?
I think the question get answered this week, and in my opinion, I don't know why it was a question. And, people get caught up in, having the stats and doing this, But, we're going to go out there and play the same football we do every week. And that's going to run the ball, we're going to pass the ball. And I just think we did a better job this week of running the ball and getting me open space and beating guys on the one.
Dalvin, did you kind of have a moment where you were talking to Coach Fisher and you want to just give me the ball this game, give it to me, and let me come offense?
No, I didn't. I trust these guys so much, the receiver, especially that quarterback I got beside me. We do a great job of getting our playmakers the ball. So, I just let the game come to me. Coach Fisher called my number. I just get the job done and do my job well.
You broke free on that first run, man. What was kind of going through your mind there?
The offensive line did a great job first off. And, what came to my mind, I got to beat the safety, which that's my job, one-on-one. And, I did a good job of giving myself room and being in the open space. And, I was off and running.
How important was it to answer after they hit on the first play of the game?
It was very important. They did a good job. You got to commend USF coming out with a game plan and jumping on us early. And we just had to do a good job of responding and getting our defense back in the field, to get them going. You have games where the offense got to pick the defense up at the beginning, but the defense did a good job of answering the bell too.
Yeah, but I know Jimbo's all about you guys shutting out clutter, but I mean, did you get back to you a little bit this last week? All of a sudden people are saying something's wrong with Dalvin.
I don't pay attention to that at all. I know my body, I know my mind. There's nothing wrong with Dalvin. To answer all the questions, I'm Dalvin. I go out and play my football every game with that plan with these guys. Who I go out and work hard with every day in practice. So there's nothing wrong with me. And we're going to continue to play good football, Ryan.
What is it about playing these guys? I think you had your career best last year and you beat it by 1 yard today. Is it coincidence?
No, it's just about us, really. Us going out there and executing the plays the coach called, and that's just playing one play at a time. And we get ahead of ourselves at some time when the coach called a play we might not like. It's just about going out there and executing. I think they did a good job doing that play by play.
Do you think this team can crawl back into the national title?
I got to tell these guys every day, man, especially the offense. All we can do is go out there and control what we can control. That's the next game. Next game up, North Carolina. We're going to go out there and take care of business in Doak Campbell Stadium. And, we just don't control what we can control, and that's win the ball game.
Do you think it's going to be hard to erase that Louisville game from people's minds, including the committee?
We erased it, and I think we did a good job of coming out here and rebounding and with that playing good football. We still got a lot we got to improve, and which that's going to come in practice. We're going to stay on top of these guys. And, it's still a lot we can improve. I think the loss we had against Louisville, it kind of woke us up, but it's in the back of our mind.
There was, though, of course, the day you had, but your class had over 100. You're the first 200-100 duo since 1985. DeAndre got a touchdown run, and Freddie had 2. What was it like to see the ground game be this dominant?
I think we could do that every week. I do a good job, especially with Jacquez. I do a good job of standing on top of him and really running like how you supposed to run, and when to know him, break out and do the screens. So I do a good job of standing on top of him. And Freddie, he'll see he know what to do. Francois just know he's a mobile quarterback, and once he get in open space, he do a good job of using his feet and making guys miss. So the ground game is something we're gonna rely on to open the passing game up. So we did a great job today of doing that.
And you led the team in receptions too.
Yeah, Coach Fisher do a good job in practice, really throwing the ball to me so I could be comfortable with it in the game.
Now, what was Jimbo like this week? Was it a different attitude from him in practice and everything?
Get the job done. It was simple. He came in the meeting, get the job done. We did a different thing. We watched more film together as a unit on offense, so we could correct our mistakes and just hold each other accountable. So his message was just get your job done and do your job well.
All right, guys.